Going.
Oh, what's up, man?
How's it going, Nasrat? Welcome.
How are you, brother? Bryce, you are Bryce?
Yes, it's
Oh,
Bryce.
the legend, bro. Finally, I hear your voice.
It's a pleasure to be speaking with you right now. How's it going?
Thank you, bro. Very good. We are live now or not?
I believe so.
Oh, we are live. Nice. Well, welcome, guys, all that are watching to Fight Companion Episode 2. We're watching
Ferguson
UFC
or
274. We just got done watching the Shogun and
Hello?
OSP
Oh,
fight.
man, I cannot hear Brandon.
Oh, you can't hear me? Am I muted?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay.
Hello.
All right, let me repost this up on my IG so I got people tuning in. Welcome, marshals that are tuning in. We're heading into the Michael Chandler Tony Ferguson fight. You know, me and Nasrat have a different opinion.
Hello. You hear
Yes,
me?
we can hear you, Nasrat. Yep.
We can hear you. I think it might be having some connectivity issues.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, me and Nasrat, we're both calling Michael Chandler. Bryce, I know you got Tony for this one, so.
I'm rooting for the underdog here. I think, maybe it's just because I grew up watching Tony and his highlight reel. You know, he's a phenomenal fighter, and watching all his vlogs, he's very unorthodox. I will say that much.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's so unique that like you can't hate the guy, right?
No.
And so I think I'm excited to see it, but you know, it's definitely going to.
Hello, you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yep, we can hear
Sorry, I
you.
lost connection. Oh, this is an exciting fight, bro. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm very excited.
We're just talking about how Tony, he's unpredictable, you know?
100%, man. He's very unpredictable, bro. Especially his conditioning, and he's weird. But bro, his last fights didn't look good, man. But we never know.
But you never know with him. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this one plays out.
Yes.
I say the safe bet is Chandler, but like I've said time and time again, Ferguson, you just never know with that guy.
Yeah.
He's just a wild dude.
100%. But bro, Chandler has a lot of power, and Ferguson he gets hurt almost every fight.
No, and that's the thing. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, Chandler, like he's shown in his fights in the UFC, and I know even from Bellator, he was very dominant in Bellator, right? He was a champion for a reason, and he came to the UFC and he showed why he is the superstar that he is, right?
Yes.
But you know, Tony still has a name, and I think he can still. I know he's not coming off the best performances, but I don't think Tony's time is up yet.
No, I don't think so too.
You know, I can't wait to see El Kuki. Or I know I say the name wrong. His nickname.
Hey, Kukuy, I think, but
it's the boogeyman. It's the boogeyman.
Ah, the boogeyman. Bro, but he's a character, man. This guy is weird.
Oh, I love this. He's just walking out to some OG stuff.
Yeah, even his music, bro. He's like craziest guy.
Nasrat, out of curiosity, have you had the opportunity to meet either Chandler or Tony Ferguson?
Bro, actually, Tony Ferguson, I met him the first time 8 years ago. This is 2014, Los Angeles, at the Tap Out Training Center. I was training with Eddie Bravo, and Tony Ferguson was at that time. He just came out of the Ultimate Fighter. He was fighting for Brock Lesnar's team, and I remember Tony Ferguson. This long time ago, nobody he was just very new in the UFC, maybe 1 or 2 fights, 2014. And then I was like, oh man, this guy is a UFC fighter, because back then I was still very young. I was 8 years. I was just 18 years old, and I was a big fan, this guy is a UFC fighter. And then later on, he got this crazy winning streak and everything. But I really remember, 8 years ago, hey man, you know what I remember, bro? He tapped Eddie Bravo. He choked him out, actually.
Yeah,
he tapped him.
Really?
He tapped his own coach. Yes, I remember this one. Eddie Bravo, he woke up. He's like, what happened? And his students are like, you didn't tap until you pass off for a couple of seconds. Actually, man, I think Dallas choke, bro. Tony Ferguson has a very slick Dallas choke.
Yes, no, he does. I met Tony when he was supposed to fight Habib, and it was going to be UFC Tampa. He was at the open workouts, and actually, he wasn't at the open workouts. He was there the week before. I think he was doing some media stuff, and he came in and he showed us how he does his MRI roll.
Yeah, bro.
And
His jiu-jitsu is slick, but
very.
let's see,
But
man.
it's not traditionally like you wouldn't look at him and like a jiu-jitsu instructor wouldn't look at him and be like, hey, imitate what he's doing. Like it's very unique and it works for him. Like it works really well for him.
Especially because he was trained with Eddie Bravo a long time, like the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu style, Rabagat and all this weird stuff.
Yeah.
Back then, nobody knew how to, because it was new, everything was new. People, later on, they start adapting and figure it out. But in the beginning, it was like weird and Brabagat, what is that? And I think he was successful with this. Even his dart stroke, bro, it's very dangerous. He have long arms. And Chandler, he's a short, stocky wrestler. Let's see, bro, how it plays out.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Hey, Bryce, we got someone asking what that picture is. I don't know if you want to leave it for open interpretation for the viewers.
No, I'm more than happy to talk about it a little bit. So this actually, for those who are viewing right now, this is one of one NFTs that MRI is going to be releasing very shortly. I'm very excited to be able to unveil it as my profile picture currently. So I can't wait to share it with the community. But yeah, I know I'm excited. There's been a lot of time and development that's been put into these NFTs, and I can't wait for the community to be able to get a hold of these. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to show it off a little bit today. It's a little teaser for what's to come.
Yeah, amazing. No, where it's gonna come out on OpenSea, or what kind of NFT is that?
So we're still figuring out how exactly we're going to release it, because we do want to provide it to some MRI holders, depending on the amount and stuff. So we're still working out the finer details. So there's more to come. I do assure you of that. But currently, yeah, this is just a little teaser, a little sneak peek into what we have in store.
Amazing, bro. We look forward to it. You guys doing an amazing job.
Oh, well, thank you, Nasrat. I know you're definitely in the NFT game, and so
no, bro. Trust me, bro. I quit this shit. Bro, after I got scammed, I lost $22,000. I was like, "Fuck this shit, bro."
It's okay. Like it happens. You just gotta be very vigilant and careful. With what websites you connect your wallet to, what links you click on. It's the amazing thing about decentralization is that not a lot of people are aware, or there's less governance of it, and so you have the freedom to do as you want. But the other issue is because there is also a lack of regulation. Scams are very common, unfortunately, and this is where people in the space, such as myself, and I know a lot of advocates who are very active within crypto, try to avoid. We want to make sure that we welcome everyone who joins the space, and we want to make it as welcoming and as inclusive as possible, right?
Yes, for sure. Also, bro, I think a lot of people, they don't know, like, you can get scammed in NFTs, because I just saw the link, I was clicking on it, and then there it says something like connect. I said okay, I put the okay without putting my password or whatever, and bro, it stole all the NFTs. So I think you guys should educate the MRI community if you start doing the NFTs, so they're aware of it, so they don't do the same mistake as me.
No, for sure. We're definitely looking to like I know we've talked about in the past. I know I talked about on Spaces with Cairo, but we're looking to develop the MRI Academy, where it's just like a crypto education portal. And so obviously prior to releasing these NFTs, we're definitely looking to provide more information so that people are more aware of how it works. But I do appreciate, like, I'll probably go a little more in depth with what we want to do before we do release, because again, we want to provide we want to provide the best education for everyone possible, right?
Amazing, bro. Tell us a little bit about what's happening right now in Arizona. I think you rent a mansion and the party bus.
Yeah. So again, we wanted to show the uniqueness of MRI and why it's important to be an MRI holder. So what we did recently was we actually today we had the MRI mansion where we had meet and greets. So Kevin Holland was there, Aljamain Sterling was there, as well as a couple other fighters that I can't recall offhand right now. But
nice.
They were there. People were welcome. MRI holders got this exclusive event where they got to meet some of these professional athletes. They got to take pictures, autographs, ask whatever questions they want. But yeah, like this is the unique and awesome feature of being an MRI holder that it provides, right? And so it was exciting. I know I wasn't there. I wish I was. But I heard it went well. We did a little interview with Kevin Holland.
Nice.
And yeah, like it was awesome. So
bro, amazing. This event, bro, I told you many times, you guys are a game changer, bro. It's very new, especially with all this crypto stuff. And look, you see on the canvas of the UFC, you see crypto.com, it's a big thing now. And you guys really changed the game, and you're the first and you're holding a big community. All MMA fans, I appreciate what you guys are doing. And I really think this is just a start, especially with all the, like, you guys keep going, like with the event in Arizona, with the NFTs. I like it. I'm very impressed by you guys. Good job.
Thank you, Nasrat. And that's the thing. We just want to, even with the current market conditions, obviously it's not the best for those who are aware or familiar with crypto. However, that's not to say we're not, like, again, we're not a low cap token anymore. We're not a meme token. We're a blue chip, and we're going to be continuing to innovate the space. And again, I'm excited for what's to come. I know once the market picks up, you're going to see MRI everywhere, right? And so
it was already 17 cents. It's gonna blow up again. 100%. But what you guys think about the fight, bro? It's exciting already, huh?
Oh,
he dropped him.
Yeah. Ferguson just dropped Chandler. Sorry, I cut you guys off. I've been tuned into this fight, and I probably couldn't contain myself for that one.
Ferguson looks amazing, man. He looks sharp. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is a crazy fight.
This is what lightweight, the lightweight. I can't speak on like everything, but I think the lightweight division is definitely one of the strongest within the UFC.
For sure, 100%.
I have always said 35, 45, and 55 are probably like the most stacked divisions.
Yeah. I think 55, especially because of McGregor, Khabib, they blew up just because of them, the UFC. Especially the lightweights now, Makachev. Look at the top 15. Look, these guys, they're number 5 and number 7, bro, and they could fight for a title any moment.
Yeah.
Very deep. The division is very deep.
No, and that's the thing. Looking like Ferguson's ranked 7th and Chandler's ranked 5th, but these guys are slugging it out. Like these guys came here to compete, and there's a reason why their names are so well known, right?
Yes, bro. Ferguson, man, he looks very good. He's really impressing me. Especially he's 38 years old, bro. He's almost 40 years old. He's for lightweight, he's pretty old. Oh, nice double leg.
Nice takedown. Yeah, smart decision. But we'll get to see how Chandler fares against Ferguson's grappling. Back on the topic of MRI, though, like I personally don't know. I've been in the crypto NFT space for a little bit, but I personally don't know of any projects that have nearly as much real world utility as MRI does. I've never seen such a in person impact that MRI has had. I mean, everything else I've seen just been straight online within its own communities and stuff like that. But MRI has impacted people's lives first of all. But then, two, a whole entire sports community. Like I've never seen another token or even NFT come close to that.
No, I agree, and that's the thing. I think the one thing that is so important, and amazing about MRI is that we were able to bring together two communities. We were able to bring together the crypto community and the MMA community. And for those who aren't aware, they overlap pretty well. I know a lot of people within the crypto community who are very, very staunch supporters of mixed martial arts and professional fighting, and so getting the opportunity to jump in this was incredible, right?
100%, bro. Especially came out of nowhere and you really like take over overnight, sponsor so many guys. Hopefully one day we're gonna see the logo on the UFC canvas, bro.
That's definitely something we can see within the future.
Yeah.
Once we build up a little more, I guess, legitimacy. I think the biggest thing everyone is concerned with MRI is the longevity of the project. And I know what we've done so far is that we've set ourselves up to succeed in the long run. So I'm excited. I know even with the current market conditions, we're still set to succeed. And so as soon as you see BTC, or for those who aren't aware, Bitcoin, once it starts to turn green, MRI is going to send. And I'm excited to be able to again lead this project and to be able to be a part of this community, right?
Yes, for sure, bro. We all. What's happening with the crypto market, man? Like Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything goes down. You think it's because of the Ukraine situation, or?
If I'm like, no one can really predict it, but in my personal opinion, it more has to do with the current situation with the Federal Reserve and the inflation hikes. I know the U.S. Federal Reserve is looking to combat the current inflation rate. Obviously, during COVID, they printed millions of dollars, right, to help provide stimulus. And so right now they did say they're going to tackle it head on with Biden's administration. And because of that, obviously everyone is trying to protect themselves. So a lot of people are using Tether. Some people are just withdrawing from crypto entirely. Again, not everyone is familiar with crypto.
Yeah.
And that's why they get very scared at this time. But this is just what I like to say, a little bit of a down period. It's called a shakeout. It's meant to try and scare some people, for those who are, again, invested in the fundamentals.
Oh, shit!
Wait.
No way!
My gosh.
What a knockout, guys.
And then
Knockout
2
of the
backflips.
year.
And then 3 backflips. Oh my gosh.
My.
Michael Chandler. Oh, I feel bad for Tony, though.
Oh.
And then just hits another backflip. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was bad. To be fair, that first round was very close. I was looking at the stats. It was 32 significant strikes and 35. Chandler had 32. Tony had 35. It was a very good round. Like, Tony was piecing him up on the feet. Chandler did the smart thing, took him down, landed some nasty ground and pound. Really good first round, but then all of a sudden, the second round comes out, and we just see a front kick to the face that puts him out. That was insane. And that's what I love about MMA. Like, it's just so unpredictable. When you put 2 people in the cage,
true.
Anything could happen. And I think that's a big draw to the MMA community, is just like anything could happen in a fight. It's just 2 dudes in a cage, putting it all out there. And
bro, that was a crazy knockout, man. I was not expecting this.
I believe that was just a front kick. Yeah, it was a front kick to the face. Yeah,
front kick to the face. Bro, especially like Chandler is much shorter. He's not very long. Usually, like Anderson Silva, you remember when Anderson Silva knocked out Vitor Belfort with the front kick?
Yes.
That was crazy. Because he's long, he's very used to these kicks. But Chandler, man, he's short.
Shorter. He's a shorter guy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, to be able to get his foot up that high, like it's impressive. That's real athleticism right there.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, for sure.
And that's the thing. Like, Chandler has a chin on him too. We saw him get knocked down in the first round, right? And I know the same thing happened in.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, right underneath the chin.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's. Oh man.
Oh,
I do feel for
It's so
Tony,
hard to see.
bro, I
Yeah,
feel
I
his pain.
feel for Tony.
Bro, I feel his pain right now, man. This is crazy. Wow, look. Oh, bro, knockout of
Is
the
he?
year.
Yeah, that's got to be. Look at his coach. He just his wide eyes. Oh my
Oh,
god.
look at Joe Rogan.
I love how they started incorporating the corner cam and then the commentary team cam.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Bro,
And then
that
Chandler
was
just hits like 4 backflips back to back in a row. That's nuts. Oh.
That's Chandler for you, right?
Yeah. That was an insane knockout. At least Tony's up. At least he's up on the stool. I get really scared when you see guys like that are they'll still be out for a long period of time. I hate seeing that, but luckily he's back up on the stool.
Look at Joe
Look at Joe
Rogan.
Lozon. Yeah. Holy
Bro, he
crap.
don't know what happened. He don't know what happened. Now he just remembers the last couple of seconds before this.
Yeah. So I'm curious. I know with both of you, what do you guys think? How do you think? Depending again, obviously, it's depending on the main event tonight. But how do you think the lightweight picture might shake out now that Oliveira, even if he does win tonight, there's still no title, right? There's no champion, I should say.
Yes. Oh, bro, it's very difficult. I think.
Let me see the rankings. I don't know what the current rankings are
I think
now.
for sure Islam or Benil, they're either gonna fight for the title or they're gonna put Islam versus Benil. And if Charles Oliveira wins, like he's not gonna be the champion, he's maybe gonna face the winner, or they're gonna give if Oliveira's winning, or they're gonna give Islam Makhachev immediately the title shot.
What was that?
Because bro, he's on a 10-fight winning streak or 9-fight. I think 10-fight winning streak. Of course, Benil also, but it's very difficult right now. The UFC is going back to Abu Dhabi in October. They need a nice main event. If Islam is fighting for the title there, especially because of the Muslim community there, it would be a huge thing. Maybe they're gonna do that. It makes sense, like when they did Khabib, Gaethje in Abu Dhabi. They need some title. Of course, they need a title fight. It's a pay-per-view. And Islam would make sense because he's on a 10-fight winning streak.
Okay. I'm very honored here right now. I know we just saw an incredible knockout, but I'm also very honored to welcome Luke. He trains at Team Alpha Male, and he was actually our first sponsored fighter. So Luke, welcome. How are you?
Hey, what's up, boys? Can you hear me?
What's up, Luke? Team Alpha Male in the house.
Yeah, that's what's up, boys. Team Alpha Male.
I fought once one guy from Team Alpha Male, Alex Munoz. He's still training with you guys?
Oh, is this Nasrat? I'm back on the screen.
Yes.
Nasrat? Yeah. You guys had a great fight, brother. That's my
bro.
boy.
He's a
Alex
very good
Munoz.
wrestler, man. How is he doing? He's good.
Very good wrestler. Comes from a high level wrestling family, and yeah, he's good, man. He's healing up his knee. He had an injury. He's healing up that knee, and looking to make his comeback as soon as he's cleared.
Nice, man. I wish him all the best. I think his last fight when he fought Pena, man, I think he won that fight.
I agree, but you know how it is. Can never leave it in the judge's hands.
Yeah, it's true. Guys, maybe
what a knockout, though, boys!
What a knockout! Maybe he deserved the title shot with that knockout. That was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually pulling for Fergie on that one. Just being the UFC OG, and I felt like he was gonna dig deep. Kind of had a chip on his shoulder, but Chandler's the man. That was nice.
Bro, very nice knockout. Especially his last. That was last fight when he fought Gaethje. Fight of the night. I think last fight. Yeah. Oh, that was a crazy fight, guys. You remember Gaethje and Chandler last fight?
Oh, all I know is props are due when they're due. And man, Chandler, all I know is he came in the UFC, and every single one of his fights have just been entertaining, and that's what we want.
Yes,
for sure.
No, yeah. I believe Chandler and Gaethje actually had fight of the year, if I'm correct.
I believe so. Yeah.
That was crazy.
That fight was wild.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. Like, okay, before we continue,
hey, look at Ali.
Hey, look at that. I gotta message him back, but yeah.
Tomorrow, let's go.
But yeah, who do you guys have for the co-main and the main events tonight?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge Thug Rose fan, but I got that gut feeling, that Carla might get it done. I think as long as Carla's cardio can hold up, I think that wrestling might make a difference.
Bro, I hope Rose and Majunas. Oh, sorry, brother.
Oh no, go ahead.
Bro, I hope Rose. I'm like Rose. She's very skilled, especially with Trevor Whitman, game planning, everything. And man, main event, maybe Gaethje first round, maybe cannot come out. But I think if it goes to the ground, Oliveira is just like he's a different beast, and he can finish the fight. Like on the ground, for sure, he can finish Gaethje. I think Oliveira and Rose Namajunas.
On a fight breakdown, is it Nasrat? Is that how I pronounce it?
Yeah, Nasrat. Yeah,
Nasrat. As a fight breakdown, what would you say? You're more pulling Rose. So what would you say Rose's key to victory would be?
Oh, for sure, footwork. Stay active. Don't close the distance, because you know that Carla Esparza, she's a wrestler. Of course, she's gonna try to take Rose down. I think footwork, bro. Footwork. Volume, not force a knockout. And she's doing amazing, because Trevor, he's a very smart guy, man. Actually, I met Trevor 2019. Gaethje and Trevor, I met them both in Morocco. And then we had also a couple of sparring sessions. And Trevor is a very, very smart guy. So I think if she followed the game plan of Trevor, but we never know it's MMA, who talked that knows Rose can get knocked out by a slam, from Jessica Andrade. So I think skill-wise, Rose is levels ahead. But if it goes to the ground, we never know, man. Like Esparza, she has a very good wrestling background, and yeah, but hopefully Rose. I think Rose.
Yeah, I got a good feeling Rose is gonna pull it off, but I do believe Carla's really good at just imposing her will and her game plan of just nonstop wrestling, and she's just relentless at it. But one thing I do notice that I've seen from like Rose in the back and kind of like this week, Rose looks like jacked. Like she definitely has gained some size and strength, it looks like, from what I've seen her before. So she's probably worked a little bit more on her strength, and I'm assuming she worked on her takedown defense, getting back up to her feet. So let's see if she can pull that off. Not many women have been able to pull that off and defend and get back up to their feet against Carla. But I mean, we'll see if Rose could pull it off. I believe if anyone can pull it off, Rose has the mindset to do it. So
yeah, I think so too. Bro, she's very high level, man. Like footwork, striking, everything very clean, smooth.
But her mindset is the most dangerous thing. I am the best,
Thug Rose.
Rose. Yeah.
Guys, what do you think about Gaethje and Oliveira?
Well, Drake put a bet on Gaethje, so I'm going with Oliveira because of the Drake curse. But,
Fair enough.
It's real. Every time he's at any kind of interaction, place bets, it's gone south. I'm not a guy of superstitions, and I don't really find MMA fighters are that really like superstitious. Like I know baseball players are very superstitious, but if it's one thing I need to be superstitious about, it's the Drake curse, 100%.
Bro, Drake is a dangerous guy, man. Every time he was supporting somebody, he lost. It's crazy.
Yeah, one other thing that's kind of, I feel like, swept under the radar, even though I'm pulling for Thug Rose, people also, and we know this is martial artists, one thing that will be in the back of Rose's head, and it could be a downset or it could be a driving factor, but she did take a loss to Carla in the third round back in 2014 of the Ultimate Fighter. So that's one thing that could sit in the back of her head, or it can be a driving factor, because it's been 8 years since. So
yeah. That's true, bro. I agree with you. And we never know, man. It's something like muscle memory. You remember this and that 8 years ago you lost. Maybe it sits in the head. That's true, bro. I was not even thinking about this.
And all fighters react a little different. Some people got short memory, like we say we need to, all of us, but some people actually don't have short memory. And some, like I'm saying, it could be a driving factor, or it could also mess with her,
Yes, bro, 100%. Did you see that? Daniel Cormier just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Well deserved. Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved for sure.
But Luke, to go on your point, I while I do think that's a huge factor, I think someone like Rose just because her mindset is just so on point. I think she could. Yeah, I think she could just kind of clear that from her head. But who knows? I mean, you never know. I don't think. What has Rose fought the same? Has she ever had a rematch before? I'm trying to think.
I just pulled up her shirt, dog. I'm actually looking at it right now. She has. She's done Joanna twice, back to back, and then she did Weili Zhang back to back.
Yeah, Weili. Yeah.
Yep. And Jessica, dude, honestly, right now looking at her shirt, dog, she's off back to back rematches. She did Jonah twice, Jessica Andrade twice, and Weili Zhang twice.
Yeah. So that being said, just because of her track record with those rematches, yeah, I don't think that's going to be as big of a factor. But both women have like improved like so much since their last fight. I would say more so Rose, but both.
And I guess if we're just gonna go off a stat, now that I'm looking at the shirt, dog, I guess if we're just gonna go off a basic stat, off of rematches. She's won all of them. She fought Joanna. She won Joanna. She beat Joanna the first time they fought, and then she rematched and she won that. She lost to Jessica Andrade, and she rematched her and she won that. And then she fought Weili, won, and then she rematched and won that. So rematches, she's 3 for 3. So that's definitely in her favor.
Yeah, I'm going with Rose then.
I think I'm gonna have to go Rose.
I think, I'm definitely leaning Rose as well. I'm just, again, I don't know about her takedown defense because I know a lot of people haven't really, at least recently, in her more recent competitions, have tried to take her down. And I know Carla is very strong in her wrestling, right? So I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to be an exciting matchup because it is a clash of styles, right? So, I guess we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, but well deserved for DC on that Hall of Fame though.
No, yes. Again, congratulations, Daniel Cormier. You know that guy, 2-time, or he was a double champion, if I'm correct, right?
No, he never got. Oh wait.
No, he was. He was a double champ, right?
I believe so.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Very briefly, but I believe he was double champion.
But
correct?
did he get the light heavyweight because John was stripped, right?
Correct.
Yes.
But it's John Jones, to be fair, though. I mean, I just commented in the Telegram. I was discussing it. John Jones, he's it's John Jones. He could probably be any man on the face of the earth. So
hey, one thing that I just thought about as well, though, with Carla Esparza is it could be a driving factor as well with Cinco de Mayo weekend. She's got that Mexican nationality heritage. It could be another driving factor as well. And I know Canelo is coming off a win, I believe. So, and
what is
also,
up, guys? Hold on, I can't hear you.
Ian, what up?
Sorry, I lost my connection. I'm back.
No worries. Welcome, Nasrat.
I can't hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you, brother.
Let me go out and back in.
Bro, what a crazy knockout, man. Ferguson, this poor guy. What do you guys think? You're gonna retire now?
Sorry, I missed that. Who do you think's retiring?
You think Ferguson gonna retire now?
I don't know. I mean, I think he should. If it was my personal opinion, as like a career move, but I mean, I don't think he will, just because he's a fighter at heart. Like he just wants it that bad.
Yeah.
To be honest, does anyone know where Fergie's contract is at? Because that's probably what it'll come down to.
True, but bro, I think his contract he was earning good money. I think.
No, but what I'm saying is, do we know how many fights he has left on his contract?
Oh, that we don't know, because some guys they sign up for 8 fights, some guys 4 fights. It all depends on the personal negotiation.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find some leaked.
Still cannot hear.
But we can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
Yep. Yeah. We'll get him on.
We got to get Ian a headset. I know I'm not live. I don't have my camera going, but headset's key.
I just put in the order for MRI neon logo. I'm gonna hang it up on the
Hell
wall
yeah.
back here. So I literally just placed the order. Oh my god, I can't wait for that to come in. I'm gonna try to get maybe I should get like an MRI sticker on the side of my headset. I don't know.
I love it, Brandon. I love it. Don't worry.
I hear it, bro. I'm actually I've been trying to. It's been in the making, getting busy, but I've been trying to like get my podcast room together for ages, and then now I got a fight coming up. So as soon as I finish the fight, the 28th, I'm gonna hop in and finish the podcast room and get shit going.
Where do you fight? What promotion?
I'm finally making my debut, brother. I did 4-1 amateur. Been just paying my dues. Grew up a wrestler, and now it's finally time to pro debut. I've been looking for
what promotion?
Dragon House. It's gonna be Dragon House out of San Francisco.
Okay, so you got an opponent who's is
Tony Charles out of AKA.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Sir, the Marshall team's rooting for you.
Facts.
Sure,
We're all in
bro.
it together, boys.
Yeah, we can't wait, Luke. I think we might have to do a little fighter companion just for that night. In support of you and
For sure, guys.
everything.
Who are you training with at Team Alpha Mate? Who's your coach?
Well, I mean, Alpha Male, we kind of got like a whole. We kind of did the whole co-op thing, I got many coaches. I got like Joey Rodriguez as my boxing coach. I've got Uriah Faber kind of leading the pack. He's like the man. We've got Guyer Ferme. It's hard to pronounce the last name. Guillerme Ferme. He's a Muay Thai coach. We kind of just got every. It's like AKA. It's a super gym, man. So we got like multiple coaches in every disciple. And then I'll be real, like my amateur career, having 5 fights, I kind of flopped around trying to find my corner, who's available at the time. But now that we're getting pro, get more serious, I'm really working on trying to set my corner. But you know how that is. I'm trying to figure out who I want to roll with for the long term.
Yeah, it's very important to get a bunch of coaches that you trust to be in that corner with you. I had a discussion with a buddy of mine the other day, and you're literally, when you have somebody as a corner, like that responsibility, you're literally trusting them with your life and your health in that moment, and when they call action, if you don't have that connection with them, it's just, you need that solid connection with your corner.
And another thing, Brandon, I'm a little different. The way I like to run my corner, but also, look at my thing. I'm the violent hippie. I like to have one coach that's got that structure. I like to have one dude that just has the vibe, just brings that energy, just gets me in like that peace setting, lets me know that's my stadium, my cage. I like that. And then I like someone that's just close to me.
Got you. Okay.
But everybody takes their own.
Everyone runs their corner differently. Most of the time, I've fought with my my head coach in my corner, just me and him. We've just that's it. And everyone, it was funny. We were discussing this with my team the other day. Everyone's got like a different routine in the back as well. Like me personally.
Man.
Like I take a nap in the back. Like I'll see a bunch of fighters like hyped up in the back, like getting all pumped up. I sleep in the back until it's about like a couple fights out, and then I'll get wrapped up.
I bring a blanket and a pillow. People laugh at me, bro. I bring a blanket and a pillow, especially if I'm a little deeper on the card. Bring a blanket, pillow, get my zen state, and then I just build a tent and just chill.
Yeah. I feel you on that one, dude. Everyone's got a different process, and that's interesting too. Oh, here she goes, Rose. She's shouting out, "I'm the best. I'm the best." Oh my god, I love it.
Awesome, man. Rose is awesome. Do we know how many marshals we got out there tonight?
We got a whole bunch. I know.
Yeah,
we got a whole...
I swear, every pay-per-view, it's always I know it's a growing number. I know we sent, I believe, 10 people there alone. But it really depends on also how you count it. If you want to include athletes too, the list can go on and on, right? So
awesome, man. Hey, Bryce, eventually we should make you like a trademark. Like it'll be more of a time, like a big pay-per-view, but we should eventually we'll figure it out, but we should plan to just get a little Marshall section.
I'm not sure.
I would even pay out of pocket for my ticket as long as we got, even if we did upper deck, maybe we grab even the upper deck where people can afford it. But I'm like, bro, either way, it'd be cool to take a section.
No, for sure. I forgot someone did propose this to me. And I know we were looking towards, actually, I don't want to say too much, But I know we
Don't
were
leak
looking
the
forward-
alpha.
Yes. So we are looking into it. Ideally, again, it's something that needs to be planned out like much time in advance because we just want to organize with everyone. But I also don't know a lot of the demographics for our holders, whether like for example, if it would be like a UFC London card would be the best, or if we should do it within the States. It's something that again I want to organize, but yeah, I got to do a little bit more research because again, this is something that could be tremendous not only for the community, but it's just great to be able to experience it with people in the same boat, right?
Oh
True.
yeah, man. Oh yeah, like-minded
Bro,
people.
actually, me, I'm gonna
good
be in
core.
July. I'm gonna be in Vegas for the International Fight Week.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say, Nasrat. International Fight Week is our takeover. I'll be there as well, brother, and
Yeah,
have
bro.
tons of team too.
Let's schedule
Nice.
something, guys. Like International Fight Week, maybe meet and greet or whatever.
Oh,
Lunch with
yes.
the fighter, something.
Oh, that's
Agreed.
gonna be so
Agreed.
sick. I'm so pumped. I know people in the comments too. They're like, send tickets to me. I want to go check it out. So I know we usually do some type of giveaway when we do these events. So be sure to check out our Telegram, our Twitter. I think most of the time we do our giveaways on Twitter, but just stay tuned on Marshall and use all socials. We'll always announce what we're doing as far
Or
as
you know what
giveaways.
would be
But
also sick? Do it like a giveaway where fighters, MRI holders, they can win. Like for example, I go to the PI, I take like 3 MRI holders with me. They can see the PI and have a training session with me, whatever. Because you cannot enter the UFC PI without being UFC fighter. So I think that's something special. You know, give them a little tour there, show everything, maybe do a little bit of back work, whatever. I think that's something like because most of them, they're MMA fans, and I think this is special giveaway, especially with the International Fight Week being in Vegas. That would be something interesting.
well, I will do whatever contest that I have to do to get to the PI, so that way I can get myself some like physical therapy or just to dig some knowledge from those guys because I'm fascinated with the PI. When I remember when it first came out, oh my gosh, I know fighters have told me their experience with the PI, and it's just like a fighter's dream if you've never been there. So I've yet to go there. When I was fighting on Contender Series, I tried to actually book it when I was out there doing media, but I guess they had a fight that weekend, so they were only doing it by appointment because it was during COVID and all that. So
Yeah, that's true.
I missed my opportunity there, but
No,
I'll get it
next time in Vegas.
next time.
You should come for sure, bro. International Fight Week come. We're gonna go train a little bit, do some stuff there.
I'm writing this down.
Ah.
What's up, guys?
Ian, yo, what's up, man?
Hey,
Hey,
how's it
welcome.
going?
What's up, man?
I can hear you now.
Awesome.
Ian
Man.
in the house.
What's up, brother? How's it?
So-
How was the MRI mansion? Were you out there or no?
Well, I wasn't. I don't think anybody here
Oh, okay.
was able to attend. But I was speaking to B Roots earlier, and I heard it was phenomenal. We did some incredible guest appearances. They were able to interact with the fighters, professional athletes like yourself, right?
Mhm.
I know it's a dream come true for a lot of people. I know. I hate to say it, I'm actually very jealous, I should say.
Yeah, bro, me too. I saw the mansion looked amazing.
Yeah,
Bro.
but no, even to like get the opportunity to meet you guys at some point. I know I'm a little busy with MRI and stuff, but yeah, once things can settle down and just to have a weekend to be able to enjoy the
For
festivities.
sure.
I told you, Bryce, you want to come to the fights, bro? I'll get you a ticket with me.
I appreciate that, Ian. I appreciate that.
Bryce, man, you gotta enjoy the fruits of your labor just a little
For
bit, man. I
real.
know you're busy, but you gotta.
And bro, when I was at the fights last time, I literally was looking at this guy and he was wearing an MRI shirt, and I was like, I wonder if that's Bryce. And we were sitting there, and we were like filming them, and they were like trying not to look at us, and I was like, bro, that is Bryce. And then I was like, hey, what's up, man? You support MRI? But it wasn't your voice, obviously. I was like, man, maybe he's low key coming to the fights, But yeah, no, I talked to B Roots and Jake, and yeah, man, they got some amazing interviews. I think we're really on to something. Obviously, I'm not there. These 2 weeks, this week and next week, I have my mom coming in town, my wife's mother, my cousins, and then I got my 2 buddies. So it's just been a crazy 2 weeks. I wasn't able to get away, but I'm feeling a ton of FOMO, just missing out on that amazing story. And I think it would be so cool because I could invite so many different fighters from. I've trained around at a bunch of different gyms, so I know so many fighters out there that I'll be like, everyone come back, and we could get a film crew and just get a bunch of content. I know they're doing a great job getting that, but I think that could be like a new thing of us doing, getting like a kind of a fighter house and just getting so much content. Hopefully someday too, get to have you come down there, Bryce, and get to meet all the fighters as well.
Sounds great, man. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know. It's definitely, again, I know we're looking to be able to do this with the Discord again, to be able to interact with a lot of the fighters and the athletes like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even to be able to get the opportunity to meet you guys, like I remember watching, for example, you, Ian, and you, Nasrat, perform, right? And again, to even be on stream talking to you guys is really exciting. To share the stage with Brandon and Luke, like I'm just I'm just a developer, right? But all of you guys, like, kudos to you guys. I admire you guys so much because I don't know I can't imagine the strength it takes to be able to do what you guys do. But
hey man, I want to throw a little bit of that back to you. At the same time, we appreciate the hell out of you, Bryce, man, and we're just a bunch of jock ass athlete fighters. We love what we do, but we don't know what it takes to do what you do, bro. So we appreciate the hell out of you.
And the amount of impact that you've had, I think he gets to say he's a little bit more than just a developer with the amount of impact that MRI's had. Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're both swinging the good. We're both fighting the good fight.
Yes, guys.
Bryce,
one question, brother. You say developer, but how you develop a coin? Like, this is very interesting, man. Like, what is that? How can I imagine something like this?
Thank you.
No worries. I'm more than happy to explain. So again, obviously, it takes a little bit of understanding when it comes to coding. You're gonna have to be able to write your own code, stuff like that.
Bryce, are you a coder? Are you a coder? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No. Yeah. I do. Yes, I do. Quite a bit of coding. I'm not the best, so let me not toot my own horn too much. But I am very knowledgeable when it comes to it. And when it came to MRI, for those who don't know, we forked another contract. So we forked the Clifford new contract.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
For those who don't know what forking is basically taking a previously written contract and putting a little spin on it in your own regard. It's like taking a recipe and making it your own.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And
extra sauce.
Mm-hmm. And so we did that with the MRI contract. It was very simple. We wanted to make it a deflationary token, which it is. There's a reason why the leading wallet for those who check on Etherscan is our burn wallet. And that burn wallet, I believe, up to date right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you offhand, but I know it's at least 12% burned of the supply.
What does that mean? Like, what does burn mean?
They put it in a dead wallet, which means it's out of the supply, it's gone forever. And it makes it, with less supply, there's more demand, and the price of your tokens will go up, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm a stat man. We got 12.79% worth $4,416,000 burnt. And then we also have staking, and staking is basically taking your bag of MRI and you kind of lock it up, it's almost like a form of burning it in a way, but not. Long story short, between staking and burning, we got 20% locked up. So,
wow.
What is staking? What is that?
It's like you put it in a bank account. You say, I won't sell this, and you earn interest. What's the APY? It just depends how many people are in the liquidity pool. It depends how long you stake your coins, but like you'll gain anywhere from, I don't know, 4 to 12%, somewhere around there. Am I somewhere in the ballpark of that, right?
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
So you'll earn income just by holding your coins, which is amazing because a bank account, normally a savings account, is like 0.05%. It's ridiculous. And the reason it's deflationary is because like the American dollar, they just keep printing more. That's why inflation.
All right, boys. Just to get back to our fight companion, how do we think that first round was? Who do we think? Round one.
I think Rose.
I think Rose as well. I'm gonna go Rose
Yeah.
round one. Very close round.
I know people in the crowd were booing, and it seemed like a boring fight. But what it looks like Carla's game plan is to try to pull Rose in so she becomes the aggressor. That way she could shoot in for that takedown. But you can tell Rose is staying low, staying compact, and not really overcommitted to her strikes. That way she doesn't run into a takedown. So I know a lot of people from watching from the outside kind of seem as it's boring, but if you understand what's going on, you kind of understand the little chess match that's going on that happened in that first round. So,
and another thing we got to remember, it's a 5-round fight, so it's very normal in a 5-round fight to feel out that first, sometimes even second round.
And you see, this is so big. If Carla gets the takedown, you know, that is going to switch the momentum her way. She didn't even take a shot the first round, which is, you know, obviously shows that she is trying to set it up, get Rose thinking about the striking, really feeling her out. But you guys are going to see probably the first shot in this round. And if she gets it, that's a huge win and momentum shift for Carla. But if Rose defends it, you know, that is going to just build her momentum and her striking is going to come on.
True, but also if you pay attention, her hips are very low. She's expecting a takedown.
Yes. She level changes with Carla every time.
Exactly. It's very hard to take somebody down if you are very aware of the takedown. Expect at any moment. It's very hard to take somebody down.
That's really key. Like, to be honest, I'm a novice, right? Like, I'm not too familiar with all of the. Oh wow, look at that! She did shoot for one. But yeah, like you guys catching on to how she was positioning herself and like how she was weighing her hips. You know, like that's very key when it comes to like mixed martial arts, right?
100%. Yes, bro. For
and
sure.
the first takedown defended by Rose.
Okay, I must be. What round are you guys in? What time? Because I'm early or late. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing a first shot now.
I'm at 3:25 now.
Yeah, okay. I'm like 20 seconds behind. That sucks. But yeah, I just saw that defended shot. And that is the thing. Like, my whole career was built on I was a good wrestler. I wrestled people. They would start to get scared of the takedown when I would bring the level change, and then I would, and instead of shooting the takedown, I would come with the overhand over top. I was very successful getting a lot of knockouts. And you see a lot of wrestlers like I did myself. You start to just strike, but you forget that wrestling is what set up your striking.
Yes.
If you see a black belt wrestler, or you know, obviously they don't have belts, but if there's like a black belt striker, but he's scared of the takedown, it takes him to like a purple belt because he's hesitant and he's not going to come forward and he's going to be worried about that shot always. And that's her job to keep her worried about that shot.
Hey, also the beauty in MMA though is Esparza even being a wrestler, she can also, you know, she could come in and start striking, which will open up the wrestling or vice versa. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though. It's like you put two wrestlers against each other, they start striking.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sometimes cancels each other out. Like if they're two amazing jiu-jitsu grapplers, then they just strike the whole match. Like even with Hamzat and Gilbert Burns, you know, amazing grappler, amazing wrestler. They had a few exchanges. They said, hey, this is going to be too evenly matched. They had a crazy striking war.
Duked it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Hamzat actually said in the interview after the fight that he felt Gilbert's guard. Like he was on top of him and he felt how good his guard was. And he's like, I don't want to mess with this. So, yeah, that's.
Also, he had trouble taking him down, bro. He took down everybody easy, but Gilbert, he defended very well.
I mean,
Definitely.
Gilbert's one of the best grapplers in the world. I mean, he beat Rafael Lovato in a grappling tournament a couple months before. So, like, this guy...
Gilbert's been around the block, too. Like, let's not forget
Absolutely.
Gilbert's fight. In my opinion, I'll be real, I was a huge Tyrone Woodley fan before it kind of went on his, you know, down spurt.
Yeah.
But, man, Gilbert Burns, in my opinion, changed Tyrone Woodley.
Bro, I think Kamaru Usman changed him, brother. If you remember his fight.
Yeah.
True.
And then Gilbert Burns gave him the rest.
Gilbert Burns finished him off.
No, you're right.
Yes.
I forgot about that fight.
Everybody smashed him, yeah.
And then Jake Paul just put the nail in the coffin. I'm just kidding. No.
No, straight up.
Nasrat, where are you training at? these days?
I was training at Trisa, but then COVID came. They closed down Canada, so we're not able to go back to Canada. Then we did most of our camps in Morocco. We brought in some guys from outside, but now we go back to King's AMA, train with Rafael Cordero for the next camp. So we go kind of, because I started with Rafael Cordero 2015, 7 years ago. Then I had some visa issues. I couldn't go back to US. That's why I went to Canada. But now, since a couple of years, I fixed the visa issues. So we're going to go back to the home team, to Cordero.
Good. It's always good to go back to your home team. Guys, look at Carla Esparza's lead foot. See how it's bladed in? Rose could really capitalize on leg kicks. However, she should not kick above the knee because she is at risk of that takedown. But she could definitely land some good calf kicks.
Yes,
definitely. Honestly, ending this round right here, I'm gonna have, if I'm a judge, I'm gonna have to just see it one apiece. It's so close that we're just gonna have to go 1-1 in my opinion.
It's very close, guys. It looks very close.
Thug Rose just staring her down through the bell. Oh, I love it. I love Rose's mindset.
Agreed. Dog mentality, man.
But Esparza, she improved a lot, guys. If you remember, she was champion, then she lost the title to Joanna. She didn't look like, her striking looked amateur back then when she fought.
Wasn't she the original whatever this weight class is, champion?
Yeah, she won the Ultimate Fighter.
Yes.
Then she became the first champion. And
this is a rematch.
Joanna Jezdrejek. She lost the title. Bro,
right before you hop back in, Ian, I pulled up her Sherdog, Rose's Sherdog, and we found nice little stat. She's had 3 matches, 3 rematches, and in all her 3 rematches, she won the second.
Okay, well there you go. She comes in with a smart game plan. Let's see, I just refreshed my page, so hopefully I'm with you guys now. And it's so cool to see Rose has been with Trevor Whitman. You know, you love the camaraderie they have. That is like the dream setup for a fighter, I believe, that having one
Shout out Trevor Whitman too.
Yeah, one coach.
Trevor's amazing.
One coach that has like 3 fighters and will follow those fighters to every single practice, wherever they need to go to find the work. I mean, that is just phenomenal, I think, in my opinion. If
a little bit, we were talking about this earlier, Ian. What's kind of what's your preferred like corner? How do you find your corner? You know what I mean? Like what style of people do you want in your corner?
Well, so you need like obviously a striking coach and someone who's good for your mentality. And then
thank you, brother. Thank you.
And then
as a fighter, I went my quick little breakdown is I wanted like a technicality coach, a guy that just kind of knows the game inside out. I wanted one kind of just good energy, that kind of person, and then I want one person that's close to me. If we have 3.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was gonna say with her. I want someone who's very technical with striking and grappling, and then I want someone who is good for my mindset, which they could be the same person. And then, like you said, I want someone really close to me that, you just kind of feel at home with them. They make you laugh. They're good energy. They give you that sense of just peace. So, that person, and you got to have the runner, man. And it sucked when COVID was because you didn't have your same entourage. The runner is someone, hey, man, I need a stick of gum, or hey, I forgot my flip-flops in the room. Can you go run and get it? Hey, you got to have that runner. Yeah, dude, the runner is so important. And
that's what keeps it all together.
100%. Like,
where do you train then? What team do you?
So, yeah, man, obviously I started my career at Factory X in Denver, Colorado, and then I trained at Elevation for a little while. And now I moved. I tried Vegas at Extreme Couture, but now I'm over down here at Sanford MMA. I've been out for the past, honestly, 3 months. Not completely out. I've been training a little bit, but I had a really bad concussion. MRI paid for an amazing stem cell treatment that I got. And
concussion?
Yeah, man.
From sparring or what?
Yeah, from sparring. And I have a kind of a crazy past, man. I did a lot of drugs when I was younger, like a lot. And man, I was getting like dizzy in training, like almost passing out. And I think I kept pushing. I didn't give it time to rest because I had a fight coming up. I would spar. I would get headaches. I would feel like I'm on a boat sometimes. Like, it was bad, bro. I had to stop completely for a while. But now everything's healing up, bro. I've had the best 2 weeks I've had. And if it feels this way for another 2 weeks, I'm going to be back at Sanford MMA training in a normal schedule.
Good recovery, bro.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro.
praise
Can't
God.
wait. I can't wait to see it, Ian.
Yeah, man. It's you know, I've been praying like,
Hey,
man. Go
Ian,
ahead.
where are you in Florida?
I'm just I'm in Deerfield Beach, just north of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Where's Florida? Oh my God, I have to look up Florida a little more. I go out to Florida every now and then. I
Yeah.
did 2 weeks out there last summer. I'm gonna do a week out there this summer. It'd be cool to link up, even if we cross train a little bit and just flow, whatever.
Yeah, man. I'm just north of Miami.
For sure,
Guys,
for sure.
I
And
think the
likewise,
third
if you
round
ever
for
hit
sure
Cali, let me
rose.
know, brother.
Yeah, man.
I think
Sorry,
the
what did you say,
third round,
Nasrat?
the third
What?
round for sure rose. She's picking up now.
She's picking her apart now. She's only throwing single shots. So I'd like to see Rose piece together a little bit more combos. But she's just countering her very well.
And Carla's 0 for 4 on takedowns.
Yeah, and that, like I said,
Is
guys,
it actually 0 for 4? Because I thought she landed the one in the third round. I know Rose
She
got up pretty
bounced-
quickly.
Yeah, it doesn't technically count as like a takedown unless there's like full control. So if she kind of bounces on her hip and pops back up like she did, it doesn't really count as like an actual successful takedown.
Oh wow!
I believe that's my
okay.
understanding of it.
Man, that Michael Chandler fight.
Unless you're one of
was
these
insane.
silly 80-year-old judges, and they might think it's a takedown.
It's definitely starting to pick up though. So I know a lot of people. I know this is like very easy for us to enjoy because again we're talking to each other about the fights and whatever other stuff going on with not only MRI but MMA and so on and so forth. But I'm reading on Twitter. I know some people are like, yeah, this is not. This is definitely a little underwhelming, right? So it's looking like it's starting to pick up. You know, the speed and the tempo at which they're fighting now. You know, I know Rose is trying to take more control. She's definitely leading the pace. So
yeah, the fans want to see brain damage. They want to see like the fight before, you know. I mean, it's just a fact. And you know, I mean, that last fight was insane. You know, they're obviously there's a lot on the line right here. They gotta fight smart. At the same time, you gotta have that high risk, high reward moment where you just bite down on that mouthpiece and start throwing. But I believe Rose is sticking to her game plan. Carla is not able to utilize the wrestling. So, I mean, what is she going to do? I don't think she's going to outstrike Rose. And so she's got to continue to work to set up that takedown. A huge takedown and control could switch the momentum, but I believe that now Carla is down 3 rounds.
I agree, brother. I'm going to have to say I think Carla is down 3-0. Maybe if you're nice, being a nice judge, maybe you do 2-1. But I think Carla either needs to dig deep, maybe find some takedowns and really grind it out the next 2 rounds, which is what she's known for, or else this fight's slowly going to slip away from her and Rose is going to grab it by massive decision.
I think so too. Rose is winning.
Yeah, is the third round or fourth round just starting for you guys? Or am I still
Just started, brother.
Okay.
And back to what Ian said, a reminder to the fans, if all the fans want the banger, the swing and bang, the bite down the mouthpiece. At least with the next fight, that's all Gaethje brings.
Yeah, that's a fact. Gaethje is, I mean, he's the highlight reel, man. Like, he's made a career out of
That simple.
Out of making highlight real fights every single fight. I don't know how he does it, honestly. I mean, it's incredible what his body is able to endure because, you know, we all have those knockout banger fights and we'll get in them, but like he walks into the fire every single time. And, you know, obviously he has cleaned up his technique. The guy is a accomplished D1 or D2 All-American wrestler.
That's what no one. Thank you, Ian. No one knows that. Honestly, no one knows that about Gaethje. My bad. People don't even realize how good of a wrestler he is because the man is so tough. And to me personally, early on in his career, I think he was just tough, bit down, swang and banged, and figured it out. But now Gaethje literally has technical striking. But people do not realize he is a high level wrestler. He can hold people down and smash if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, he fell in love with the knockout, the brawl, the sprawl and brawl style, and now. But the crazy part is when even when he gets rocked, he does not revert to his wrestling. He still tries to stand and swing, which is incredible. Because if you come up from a wrestling base, kind of when you're in that like fight and flight mindset, when you're just kind of rocked up, you usually go back to what you've learned the longest or what you've done the most or what you are most comfortable with. And you would think that would be wrestling if he has wrestled his whole life. So it's just interesting to see, like when he got rocked up against Michael Johnson, he literally the bell saved him, but he was swinging and dipping and trying to still go instead of grab onto
wrestling.
your opponent and wrap him up so you can recover.
No, I guess what I could feed off of with that is basically Gaethje came in here high level wrestler, kind of worst comes to worst, like he said, grab the leg, shoot. But he's gotten so comfortable and has put in that elbow grease literally just on the striking that the man, if you want to get down and gritty with him, he's down. He's down to bite down on that mouthpiece and, see his way through.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now you're really seeing Rose kind of come alive. She stopped that takedown, which was huge. And honestly, the momentum is completely shifting her direction. Carla is on her back heels, and it's exhausting moving backwards like that and avoiding getting stuffed on takedowns. So
Rose staying long, nice and long, controlling the center.
Actually, I'm looking at the stats. It's weird. You're right. Rose looks like she's winning this fight, and I agree, especially with the control, the ring control, and the aggression. But the total strikes has it. Rose is 20 total strikes. Carla has 22. But
you're on ESPN. I love that ESPN has that. I need to pull that up. What is the total strikes total per person right now?
Oh,
Rose is 21 out of 101, and Carla is 22 out of 113.
Sheesh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice scramble.
Beautiful.
So
back
Bryce,
up. Oh, okay.
Bryce, I got to ask you, have you been to the UFC live in person?
That was big.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice, Rose.
If she gets a hook in, I might be a little behind you guys, but
Yeah,
you're
right there with us, brother. You're right there with us.
Okay. Wow, Rose is back up. That's huge.
Definitely entertaining.
That was a very martial arts exchange right there.
I'm curious, and I know I've had a lot of my friends ask me this just because I've been doing Muay Thai and stuff. But I'm here with 4 fighters, so I said I might as well ask. How does grappling and wrestling differ? Because I know it's kind of similar, but I know it's not the exact same thing, right? So would any of you would like to enlighten me on the differences?
So there's different grappling arts. Wrestling is is a grappling art. You have jiu-jitsu, you have sambo, you have judo. So like, for example, a very heavily jiu-jitsu background would be a perfect example of Gilbert Burns. He's very excellent in his jiu-jitsu. Judo, Ronda Rousey. Khabib, I don't know if it's sambo or if he's just trained grappling arts for such a long time.
Khabib is more just, I like to call, it's like the mix between sambo wrestling, we just call smash.
Smash, yeah. There we go.
When you're wrestling, you're trying to pin a person or control a person.
Yeah.
When you're grappling, you're trying to control and submit a person.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of the difference. And then obviously MMA grappling, as your coach would always tell you, position damage submission. So you're trying to control the position, you're trying to land big shots, and then you're going to hunt for your submission. As if you were just doing a jiu-jitsu match, you're trying to just hunt the submission. I would call that more grappling. And then obviously wrestling, you're trying to control as well, but more for points or the pin. So I would call, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I think, grappling is basically submission wrestling.
Okay.
I 100% agree, Ian.
Is this round 5? I believe it is, right?
Yep, final round.
Final round. Carla needs a finish to win this fight. She is, it's MMA, so she's not completely out of the game, but the momentum and the control and the confidence is definitely in Rose right now.
And let's put it this way. If the judges are how they should be in this game, she is down 4-0. She has no other option than to get a finish.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't have the volume all the way up on the fights, but I'm sure the fans are getting antsy. I definitely believe there's booing going on because, it's kind of like, they're shadow boxing kind of with each other. And obviously that's not what they're doing. They are trying to fight. They're trying to be technical, but now you see them pulling the trigger a little bit more, walking more into the fire. Rose stuffed that shot like it was nothing. And I think you're going to see her land some big shots pretty soon.
Hey, by the way, Ian and Nasrat, I just followed you guys, so let's keep that connection. I'm down.
Love it.
More fight nights in the future.
Absolutely. Would follow on Twitter?
No, I'm bigger on IG. I'll do Twitter though too. You know how MMA is. I'm Looper.
Okay.
I'll follow you on Twitter right now too. I'm trying to get bigger on Twitter, as you know.
Twitter's.
I'll be real. Like I've been a crypto DJing before MRI. Like only reason I ever used crypto was, Twitter was crypto.
Yeah, that's
honestly,
that was my big introduction to Twitter as well. I was never really big on Twitter until crypto.
Thank you. I'm like, bro, if I get a matchup, my manager just matches me up with someone. I don't need to go. I'm not even in the UFC. I don't need to go on Twitter and be like, hey, so and so, fight me.
Twitter is business, though, guys. Trust me when I say this, especially you, Brandon. Like, everyone here, build your Twitter because, guys,
I'm working on all that, brother. I think I just follow. You're the 12.6, right? Because there's a couple fake Ians.
Is there?
You got the check mark.
Oh yeah, I got the check mark. So
hey, you're in crypto now, bro. You know how it'll be.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryce, have you been to a UFC fight live before?
I have not yet. It's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, at some point. I know the next event. Even the fight nights and stuff. I know they're starting to do it across.
Don't give away your alpha, Bryce. We can't we can't let them know when you're going.
No, for sure. But I know the next event.
Keep it low key. I'll say you're my cousin.
I love it.
No, Bryce. I'm sure Bryce already knows. So everyone in this chat knows. Everyone listening knows. Going to the fights, live UFC fights, any fights. Go to your local fights. Go support your local amateurs. Go support your local 100%. Pros. Go support LFA. Any of them. Support any of your local promotions. I'm telling you, you will have fun. You will. All I will say, I will take the. I would take the space for 1 sec, but I will say this. What happens in elementary school? Let's go elementary school. When people get in a fight, people crowd around. Believe me, even if you don't think you like watching fights, part of you does because you're listening to this. Just go to any fight. Go to a local, support pancration, support amateurs, support pros. You'll find love for it. It's very exhilarating.
I believe there was a story on part of the reason why Dana White started the UFC, or partook in the UFC, was that he was at a baseball game. And a fight broke out in the middle of the crowd, and everyone stopped paying attention to the baseball game and looked at the fight happening in the crowd. And he realized everyone pays attention when there's a fight going on. It's just human nature. Combat's just inside of us.
Brandon.
It's in our DNA.
Yeah, absolutely. Human nature. All right, guys, we are down to the last 45 seconds. I know the crowd is getting antsy.
You're 20 seconds behind.
At this point, we just need a big play by Carla.
Oh wow! Look at Rose go.
I think Rose won. Yeah,
honestly, it flew by. I didn't realize it was the fifth round.
Still,
I'm sorry to be that way, but it's not. I think Rose won. Rose absolutely won, unless these.
I'm not going to give it away, but you'll see. I think that definitely, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure, Rose won.
Sealed.
That's sealed.
Deliver, send it.
Yeah. I'm right behind you guys.
I'm surprised. It was in the code. Rose went for her own takedown.
Hey, it was in Rose's code, man. It is what it is.
Yep. I'm the best. Exactly.
I'm the best, written in the code.
Legit.
MRI
But yeah, I will
athlete.
say back to your point, Luke. I will say actually one of the best fighting events I've ever been to was actually there was a local amateur show that went on, and it was just so exciting. There's sometimes those fights are just so exciting because they're still trying to figure it out, and it's just two people just kind of going at it, you know. And I remember this guy had to break
and you
a
get
world
the home
record.
team with them.
What's up?
And you get the hometown crowd. It's just fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I remember some guy, he ended up getting it was 30 takedowns in the fight. Like, it was just insane. I'm like, you'll never see that.
Main event time, guys. Main event time. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think we gotta find the result first, right?
But yeah, no. Back to what you're saying, Brandon. It's just, and that's what MRI is about. You know, support UFC, support the highest level, obviously, but let's support all of it. A lot of people in this don't even know, but before amateur, there's a league called Pancration. It's where the kids are doing MMA but not getting hit in the head. Support Pancration, support the AME, support the pro, support the regionals, because the regional boys eventually become the UFC legends.
Yeah, absolutely. And same thing. I mean, MRI supported jiu-jitsu tournaments. That's how a lot of people. I mean, I started off competing in karate and jiu-jitsu tournaments at first before I went into actual MMA. So a lot of fighters, do kickboxing before they. They'll do something competitive before they step in.
Let's see how big this decision is. My bad. Let's see how big.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
My. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
What?
No Ian, tell me when you see it. I don't want to spoil it. Ian, tell me when you see it.
How did you win, guys?
What?
Wow! I'm sorry. I'll be real.
What?
Hey,
guys,
I can't pull that. I want to go to stats wise because I don't have it in front of me.
All right, Rose had 3 more significant strikes.
Can we screenshot that and put it up somehow?
Wow.
Is there any way we can screenshot that?
I don't know if we can put it up on the screen. I can put it in the Telegram.
Yeah,
I have quick access to that.
Telegram.
Yeah,
I just want to see that. I just don't have that. I want to see that.
Wow, guys, this is bullshit. Split decision again. You cannot become
Hey, Nasrat, I said this. You fought my teammate Munoz, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you did fight Munoz. In his next fight, though, you said you thought he won that. What did I say, though? Never leave it in judges' hands.
Yes, bro.
Bro, I got Claudio texting me, who he had on the other day. And he was telling me, he's like, bro, Carla's going to win this. And I was like, no way, bro. And he really, I don't know what fight he was watching, but he says that it was a boring fight, but Rose didn't touch her. I'm like, they both didn't really touch each other.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's not right.
Guys, you cannot become champion by this. You need to
tell him.
And that's one of the unspoken rules almost that
you gotta beat the champ to beat the champ.
You have to really beat that champion. Yeah.
I
remember realizing that. I believe it was Leo Machida versus Shogun.
Dude,
the first time they fought.
Sorry.
Guys,
you're good.
This is big.
Hey, sorry, I hate to be that way. You guys know I was voting on Rose, but betting man, I went against my own gut and I put all of my money 3 different parlays on Carla.
Really?
Well, congrats to you, bro. Oh man.
Oh, I still think Doug Rose won, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure she won. Especially like they say, you gotta beat the champ, man. That was not a beating.
Tough. That is tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Man, watching these fights on the East Coast is brutal.
Yeah, bro. I don't usually stay up this late, dude.
No, longest time between.
Shoot, I'm just realizing you guys.
Oh, Nasrat. 12
o'clock over there. You guys
it
almost 1 a.m.
That's where it's early, bro. If he's in California, where are you at?
I'm in Morocco. It's 5:30.
Oh, okay.
5:30 in the morning. Holy crap.
Bro, I can't imagine watching UFC at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not gonna lie.
I've done it when I lived in Thailand.
I've had teammates fight on 1, and
yeah.
I'm waking up at 3 a.m.
Wow. We always have these problems. In Germany or Europe, same thing.
Wow, I'm checking
Hey,
charts.
either
right
way,
now.
respect to both fighters, though. Let's go. Let's get this main event cracking.
Yeah, at least we know the main event's not going to be long.
For sure.
No,
Very
maybe
close
this time.
stats, though.
Let's see.
Very close stats. That's
Yeah, no.
crazy.
Honestly, congratulations to Carla. You know, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
what a
I'm
hard
not sure if I would say it's well deserved, but you know, she was
She's
awarded
fought her way
champion,
back.
right? Exactly.
Look, Patty the Fatty.
Let's see what
maybe
Gage
like
is
I
doing.
said, hey, like I said, boys, you get those senile judges that count a takedown. That if you're really a martial artist, you know it's not a takedown. But they counted that for Carla. She got 2 takedowns.
They counted 2 of those takedowns, yeah.
I told you. I'm like, they count that shit because they're not martial artists though, and they just judge that. They saw she hit the mat, so they judge it.
I don't think that we.
But
need
like
the
you
judges
said,
for the
Brandon,
next
that
fight.
was not a takedown.
I don't think we need the judges for the next fight, guys.
I don't think
I
so
agree.
either. I agree with you, Nasrat. I do agree with you on that.
What are you
agree.
guys' opinions on just like the scoring system? Because obviously MMA, we kind of took the 10-point scoring system from boxing, but there's constantly issues. You know, everyone always complains about unfair decisions,
Just
things like
why
that.
I got the thought in my head with Brandon. And back to PFL. I don't know if PFL still does it because I'll be honest, I have not watched PFL this season. But last season, I really actually liked the live scoring. I like that they finish round 1 and the judges have to put up their score. I thought that was pretty awesome, being a wrestler background. Anyways, like you kind of know if you need to work more, push more. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
How do you guys feel about live scoring? Like if UFC went to live scoring, that the judges
But I
have to.
think PFL they didn't do live scoring. They just said like who maybe won the fight. Like, did you see?
Well, all I know, I
people?
don't know about new season, but I know last season there was one season. It was about like a year ago. PFL was doing live scoring, and I was really into it.
Live scoring because yesterday Glaze and Tebow fought one guy, and they also did like after every round, like some like the computer, he decided to won the round, and Glaze and Tebow he won every round, but in the end the judges gave it to his opponent.
Let's check.
Interesting.
Let's check what the Twitter's saying about this.
Oh,
Man, poor Tony, bro.
Yeah.
I love Tony, man.
Tony's
but
OG, man. Respect to Tony.
seriously, but shout out to Michael Chandler, one of my
For
teammates.
sure.
He's on a run. He's on a tear. He's changing his life, like for real, and he's got superstar power now.
Man, I was saying this earlier. I'll be real. I wasn't the biggest Chandler fan when he came into the UFC. But, man, every single one of that man's fights has been entertaining. Entertaining.
Gauge
That's
it by
what we
submissions
want.
plus 2,500. That means impossible, but never say never.
Yeah, put $5 on that.
Wow. Yeah, let's see some history right here.
All right, boys, we got the main event. Let's talk serious now.
Longest
I
time
think,
between title reign.
I think Gaethje's the better striker in this. Obviously, we know that. We know Oliveira's better on the ground. But I think Oliveira, if he keeps straight punches, can be very dangerous.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like a lot of people have been saying Gaethje's a better striker, but I feel like a lot of people have underestimate Oliveira's striking
Everyone
ability.
has. Look at Michael
Yeah.
Chandler.
He's a very, very tall 155er is what people have to realize, and he can grapple. He's got jiu-jitsu. And the one thing a lot of people like to put Oliveira down, I'll be honest, I wasn't a big Oliveira fan until his 2 recent fights. I'll be honest. I just
I have been. He's
you know,
been on a
but
tear.
the man, people
I just want to show you guys this real
like
quick.
he gets dropped and then
Look
he
at this
gets back
stats
up.
real quick. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but check
No,
this
go
out,
ahead,
guys.
brother. Send
This
it.
is the longest time between title reigns, 2,612 days. With the time in between that with Frank Mir, number 2, not even half that. Guys, that's an incredible long time, a long road back to get to your title fight. I don't know. Are you guys? Yeah, that's just hunger. That's determination. It's kind of a Michael Bisping story, to be honest.
Perfect.
And,
Yes, Ian. Yes.
And I mean, I love that perseverance. Obviously, you know, I'm a Colorado native. Rose is a Colorado native, so I'm a little disappointed in the judges with that. I don't know what fight they saw. I don't know. Sometimes it looks different when you're there live, though. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, we're watching it here. I'm watching on my phone right here. So, but I think we can all agree that Rose did win that fight. And you got to beat the champ to beat the champ. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, though. It's
No, definitely. But
Rose will
moving
be
on
back.
back to this fight, I just
Mhm.
I think everybody's coming at this. I like both fighters. I'll be real. I'm a Gaethje fan, and I've become an Oliveira fan because who cannot respect the tenacity? You get dropped your last two fights. Oliveira got dropped cold, which should have been KOs. If you have lightweight refs, they would have stopped that fight. But Oliveira got back up
Yeah.
on his feet, and to me, that's fighting. It's not if you can get knocked down; it's can you get knocked down and get back up. And Oliveira is hungry right now. He is hungry, and people think Gaethje. I'll shorten this up. My opinion: Gaethje puts this away if he puts that volume on and catches him TKO, kind of to where Oliveira doesn't know where he's at. Otherwise, I think Oliveira can strike with him. I think he can keep straight punches and make a very exciting fight for us, make a banger. But Oliveira is also dangerous on the ground, but it's such a compelling fight because people don't realize, like me and Ian talked about earlier, Gaethje himself is a D1 wrestler. So they're both down to be on the ground, and they're both down to swing and bang. So big fight.
But bro, I would give a big advantage for jiu-jitsu for Oliveira. He's
Oliveira,
like
yes.
levels ahead, man. If he
Yeah,
gets
look
into
at
the ground,
Checo.
he
Oh,
would
and
touch
he's
him.
tall. He could throw up those triangles, arm bars.
I mean, listen. We saw Charles Oliveira get rocked a few times in his last two fights. I think Gaethje has more power in his hands than the last two fighters. I mean, Chandler does hit hard, but Gaethje puts people to sleep. However, if it does hit the ground, we saw what Khabib did to Justin Gaethje. He submitted him at ease, and Gaethje, like we said, he's a wrestler, but how much is he training on the ground? But now he is working with Kamaru Usman full time. And obviously, Kamaru Usman has not the per se the jiu-jitsu, but that grappling pedigree that is one of the best in the UFC right now. So either, in my opinion, if I was a betting man looking at Gaethje being the underdog, I probably would put my money on Gaethje. However, if it does go a little bit later in the round, if it does hit the ground, the big advantage is with Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, 100%
I agree,
agreed.
bro. I think
All right.
if Charles gets
Live
to the
live
ground, you're gonna
question.
tap
One of
him.
my parlays. It's to win 200, and they're trying to cash me out right now for 100. Do I roll with Charlie and let it ride?
Yeah, I think Charles gonna win, man.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna let it ride.
I got Gaethje. Yeah, there he is.
I'm really curious. Do you guys think it'll be on the feet, or do you guys think it'll be more on the ground?
Probably on the feet. I mean, I think Charles will try to initiate the takedown at some point, but yeah, I think it's probably going to be a mostly stand-up fight.
Well, I don't know why that keeps popping up, guys. Are you guys seeing that screen share? I tried to take that down. There we go. Let's see. There we go. That's gone.
Who is the favorite? Gaethje is the favorite?
No, Gaethje is an underdog. He was plus 140 when I saw it. That's why I thought, if I was a betting man, I definitely probably would put my money on Gaethje just because of the return you would get. And like we said, guys, if it stays on the feet, that is not the advantage of Charles Oliveira. Yes, his striking is top notch. However, Gaethje, look what he did to Ferguson. Look what he has done to so many opponents. And I could see Gaethje putting him to sleep because he does have that power. However, if it does hit the ground, it's a huge advantage to Charles Oliveira getting that submission.
Bro, I would not underestimate the striking of Oliveira because Gaethje, honestly, bro, he gets hit a lot, and Oliveira is also very good elbows and knees and kick. Let's see what's gonna happen now.
Yep. Well, time will tell, guys. Yeah, I definitely will not underestimate the striking of Oliveira. He does have insane. However, though, we are seeing him get rocked up. However, he does have the power to come back, but Gaethje is known to put people to sleep. So, yeah, time will tell, guys. I'm excited for this fight. This is probably going to be an insane fight because that's what Justin Gaethje does, no matter who he fights, which is incredible that he can hold that volume. He can take that damage. He can continue to push through. And, the guy works really hard and he spars hard. I've trained in the same room as him. Obviously, he's smaller than me, but, his striking, his confidence, he's really, I mean, I think he's one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC right now.
Yeah, no, 100% agreed.
If you watched his last
regardless,
fight,
I think this is just going to be an insane fight. It's going to be exciting. I know. After seeing that front kick by Chandler, we're kind of all amped up, and then some of the later fights, not as entertaining. But I think this will wake us back up a little bit.
Yeah, and Brandon, that's what I was exactly going to say. Do you guys remember when Gaethje fought Michael Chandler, and it was the co-main event or it was the featured bout? And you couldn't even get excited after that. Like your adrenaline, you had such a hard adrenaline dump. It was so like the fights were almost boring, but they were amazing. But you just saw like one of the best fights you've ever seen in your life, the craziest back and forth wars. So it was hard to get excited for that co-main and main event. And obviously the UFC took note of that, and that's why he is the main event, as well-deserved, in my opinion.
Bro, he's so exciting, man. Always brings on the war. But let's see if, bro, how many wars you can have in your life? You cannot have limited.
That's what I'm saying, Nasrat. And I know you've had a ton of wars. Talk about your career a little bit, man. You have an insane striking style. You're super explosive. And but like you said, man, how many wars can you have? And Gaethje just keeps cranking them out. And even before the UFC World Series of Fighting with what's the guy's name that he had a rematch with? He's had wars his whole career, and he's still doing it.
Yes, bro. But honestly, his last couple of fights, I think after he lost to Khabib, then he fought, I think, Ferguson, right? No. Yeah. After he got knocked out from Poirier, I think Trevor Whitman, he changed a little bit. Like he made him more patient, more technical. Mm-hmm. Then he fought Ferguson. He was more patient.
Smarter. Yes.
Yeah, he fought much smarter. Yeah. Even you remember when Poirier and Alvarez, they knocked him out. You remember when Ferguson even dropped him, and then Trevor Whitman was screaming at him at the corner like, "Hey, don't repeat the same mistakes from the past. Yes. Don't get reckless,"
Yep.
So sometimes he loses focus. Actually, I also sparred with Gaethje twice, like 2019 and 2020. And bro, he's a very good striker, but man, he gets also hit because I think he loses his focus sometimes, or he don't care, But bro, 4-ounce gloves, everything can change in a second.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, Ian, you were referring to Luis Palomino fight, right?
Yes, that's the one I thought. He had wars, and his leg kicks were the thing that stopped it and won that fight. And Gaethje, I mean, like, bro, how many wars can you be in your life? How much can the body handle? Obviously, Gaethje is, he's super resilient, and just his body's just made for it. It's incredible.
I think a lot of it has to do with time in between those wars. If you have a war and then you fight, 3-4 months later, it's probably not a good idea. So I think just that recovery time that your, brain needs from bouncing around so much.
Yeah, and that's kind of what messed my concussion up. I had a few concussions in a row, and I tried to, as fighters, we always push through injuries, but concussion is not an injury you want to push through. And some guy I fought, like, what's his name? He just fought Gerald Mearshart. When I fought him, I KO'd him or TKO'd him in the first round. I saw on his Instagram, because I followed him even before we fought, he was sparring the next week. And then he went and fought Hamzat Chimaev. And it seemed like he got touched and went to sleep. And yes, it was a hard shot. However, you have to let that brain heal. You see, he's been successful his last few fights. And, you got to let the brain heal in between. You're absolutely
for sure.
Right,
bro. Did you see how respectful Charles Oliveira was to Gaethje? I like that, man.
Yeah. It's almost a little in the mind too of Gaethje. That's kind of like he was like bumping into him, slapping his coach's hands. It's like getting in his personal space. That's kind of that could be a little bit of a mental war right there, a little bit of warfare.
For sure. I love that lit up that LED platform that the UFC has now.
Yeah.
Bro, but I don't like that they took his title, man, for like half a pound. Take his title, especially. Bro, take his title is crazy. And even if he wins that, he cannot win the title. That's also not nice.
No, it's not a good look, man. It's always, it's crazy, though. Weight cutting is a difficult thing. I've personally never missed weight. However, I know sometimes your body just it says no. It says, no, I'm not going to lose any more weight. And it shuts down on you. As you know, Brandon, you had issues with that before. It's a science, though. You got to stick to the protocol. You have to have professionals in your corner guiding you through that so you don't have to think about it because your mind is in no state to be thinking, what do I eat next? What do I do next? You need someone to say, hey, this is what you do today. This is what you eat. This is when you eat. And you follow that protocol to the T. And you obviously need to find somebody that you trust and is respected and has knowledge in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, people say, oh, he's a champion and things like that. But, I mean, my personal experience, I've done the same routine and I've hit a certain weight. Okay, if I know I'm at this weight by this time frame, I should be good. But, what happened to me last time, I was in those time frames, everything was going according to plan, and then my body started shutting down towards the end. So we don't know if that happened to Oliveira, where it's like, okay, I hit this time, everything's going good, I'm on weight, and then, something happens with your body where it just changes.
Yeah.
So
all I know is what it is. Weight's way behind. That's a day ago. Let's go.
Yeah.
And the bedtime, baby.
Let's go, guys.
I was fighting.
Let's dissect this fight for our fans, though.
It was a fight with I was gonna fight Brendan Allen, and I started feeling weird all of fight week, and it was like a really hard weight cut, and I was like, what is going on? And I made weight that morning at 9 a.m. and I didn't take my first pee until 6 p.m. that night after drinking 2 gallons, and I tested positive for COVID the next day. So I literally did my weight cut while having COVID for the first time, and it was like my body was shutting down.
Did they cancel your fight?
Yeah, I woke up in the morning. They called me, Ian, you need to come down and test. You tested positive. I did hit the mouthwash. I felt sick. I was coughing all night, but I was like, I'll still fight. Like, I fought sick before, but I went back down. I retested. I came back positive again. They said, pack your stuff. You're out. And it was
and while you're cutting weight, your body's susceptible to getting sick because your immune system's down. I mean, look what just happened to Cowboy. I mean, he got sick. They said it was maybe food poisoning, but you can't, your immune system's compromised when you're in that state cutting weight. So, I mean, I like how ONE FC does it. I know they take a different approach to weight cutting. Honestly, it's just sanctioned cheating, in my personal opinion. And you're fighting the guy at the same weight the next day anyway. So I feel like we should be taking more of that approach as a whole. But, I mean, I'm probably a little biased because
– I'll be real. And I'm going to end it at this and get back to the fight because that's what we're all here for. Yes, I do think it's a little sanctioned cheating. I will be real. We're fighting in Arizona. Justin Gaethje's from Arizona. It's funny that Charlie Oliveira missed weight, being in there. And Ian knows this. I have enough teammates. Nasrat knows this. I have enough teammates that know we weigh in the back. I'm not in the UFC yet, but I know the protocols. I know we weigh in the back. And it's kind of funny that they go out on the CSAC. Not CSAC, I'm used to California, my bad. But they go out on the commission scale and stuff happens. But long story short, we're here now. We're living in the moment.
Did you see
we're
that
present.
punch?
Let's go.
What?
They're definitely they're banging you right now.
Are
Main
they
event,
fighting?
boys. Let's go. Main event.
These guys are swinging. They're here to play ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, Bryce. Exactly. Let's go.
well, we definitely knew it was going to be an exciting fight, and 20 seconds in, and already is an exciting fight.
20 seconds. Dang, I'm like 8 seconds behind.
Wow.
That sucks.
Wow. He dropped it.
Oh, no. I'm behind you. Oh, gosh.
No.
Hey, let's not talk behind the head.
Someone got dropped?
Just live in the moment.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're all in different moments, I guess. How many people
Guys,
are
I
on this
think
live
Bryce is
stream?
gonna knock
Oh, yeah, he got dropped.
Hopefully a good amount. I've not checked, Ian. Anyone know how many?
How many people are on the live stream, guys?
I'm not particularly sure, but
Ooh.
And I know we're live streaming on a couple
dropped again. Dropped
couple different
twice.
platforms as well.
Hey, all right, let's get back. Let's commentate the fight, though, and not be so emotional. Fight just started. Oliveira's been dropped his last fight. He got dropped the fight before. And it's not if you get dropped, but can you get knocked down and stand back up? And he stood back up twice.
Twice, yeah.
So let's stay present.
Guys, this fight is crazy.
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nasrat.
As advertised. Ooh.
I'll be real. I think you guys will agree with me. I'll more all of you, anyone open to speak because we're all fighters here. I'm not one of those fighters in particularly, but some of those fighters that need to just kind of get cracked to wake up. I think that might be Oliveira.
I've been guilty of that a little bit. I need to get hit once to kind of
You realize you're in a fight.
not realize I'm in a fight, but
Guys,
yeah,
I think
in a
Oliveira, he
sense.
looks a little bit.
Ooh. He pulled guard. Okay, he's back up. I'm behind you guys, so.
I can't believe I really just watched Justin swing and fall.
And-
Like that's how much
Yeah,
power
this was crazy.
and momentum
I
he's
told
swinging with.
And you know Trevor's gonna say,
Yes,
"Stop
I just
trying to
caught up
knock the
with you,
guy
Bryce.
out with
I just
every
caught up
single
with you,
fight.
Bryce.
Stop."
100%.
Ooh, yeah, yep.
Stop
Wow.
stepping your whole body into every punch.
Oh wow.
That was a nice jumping front kick.
Oh, bro, he had his back. It's finished. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Oh,
brother. Trust
gosh.
me, it's done. It's done. bro.
Nasrat,
That's
pulling
that's
the
why I'm very
Cormac.
eager.
He's
No, trust me, bro. He has his back. He's gonna finish.
You're
it.
way ahead of me, bro. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Really? What second are you in?
You got the
he's
life
not
hack.
done.
I'm
He's
like, you're
not
a
done.
life hack.
Bro, you get that different stream.
Yeah, you got life hack, bro. You ahead of us in time.
You got that Moroccan illegal stream over there, bro. You get.
Oh,
No way.
yeah.
Telling me.
No way.
Just
Okay,
kidding.
yeah. Well,
This is fantastic
now.
grappling,
Okay,
though.
you guys have to catch up. You guys have to catch up.
Guys,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry.
Okay, hey, can we all agree, Nasrat? No more giveaways.
Okay, brother.
Hold on.
No, just be present, brother. It's all good.
No,
We're gonna
yeah.
all see it eventually.
Oh,
it's
shut.
over. It's
Guys,
over.
Yeah.
Fight is finished, guys.
Wow.
Hey, you called it. You called it,
Oh
brother.
my
Hey, you called it.
gosh. Wow.
Hey,
Regardless,
I
that was
will
an
say- I
amazing
will
fight
say
from
that-
start to finish.
Did I not call? The only thing I did call is,
Wow.
did I not call that the man's okay getting dropped twice?
Yeah.
He gets dropped.
Wait, are
He
all you
wins.
guys caught up?
Yes, we're all
Yeah,
caught
we
up.
are. We are.
I must say, Brandon, you did call
Guys,
it. The Drake
I'm gonna
curse.
say
The
goodbye.
Drake curse. The Drake
see you
curse
for the
strikes
next interview.
again. That's it.
See you
I
guys.
hit
Enjoy your
double
night.
parlays. Let's go.
See you guys. Enjoy your night.
Yeah, man.
Hey, take care, brother.
Have a good one,
good
guys.
day,
Thanks for
brother.
hopping on, bro.
Enjoy your day.
I really
Straight
can't
up,
believe
yeah.
he really submitted him again. I mean, or not again, but I think this
Not
was
again the first time, but
yes.
Oliveira, man, we gotta. I guess what we gotta do is just give
Oh, look
credit
at
where credit's
Torino.
due, man.
Look at
Give
Gilbert.
credit where credit's due. How do you get dropped? He got dropped his last two fights. He got dropped twice the first round of this fight and still submits. That's a fighter. That's a warrior. It doesn't matter if you get knocked down, but can you come back? That man comes back.
He has a chin on
Absolutely.
him. I will say that much. His chin is incredible.
Wow.
And even though he doesn't officially have the belt, I mean, he just proved tonight that he's well deserved of it. You know.
No, for
He's
sure.
the champ, bro.
I'll be real. Now that the fight's over, I won't throw in a little curveball your way and just get out. But I feel like UFC with commission tried to pull some shit to try to. I'll be real. Gaethje's a better matchup for Conor than Oliveira. I'll leave it at that.
Boom.
Oof.
Yeah, but yeah, listen, credit is credit due. Oliveira, incredible. His
Deserved,
BJJ,
man.
his BJJ. on
Amazing
the mat.
grappling, amazing
Yeah.
transitions,
And
by
also
Oliveira.
that straight punch. We just saw that straight punch. Just that straight right hand, just to put Gaethje down. Like I knew the difference would be straight punches and grappling. I had a feeling he would get dropped, but he's been dropped his last two fights. Like Bryce said, give credit when credit due. That man got dropped. His last two fights, he got dropped. He came back, submitted those men.
Oh.
He got dropped twice in the first round, came back, submitted this man who's very dangerous. He's a champ.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, even right now, Oliveira,
Bro,
I
his
think
whole
he is
corner
right
has
now
bleached
11.
hair.
Yeah, I noticed that. Just,
His whole corner.
Yeah, his whole corner had their hair
I know with
bleached.
the blonde hair. Yeah,
I gotta do that, man. Get back to it. My wrestling. Even Checo. Look at Checo. I fought him for the LFA title.
Hey, Ian knows that. Ian, you are a wrestler like that, though. Your team used to fucking bleach your hair.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, mine too, brother. It's funny that this shit's coming back.
it is, bro.
It
I might
is.
have to do it, man. Look at Brunson.
Right,
Blonde
right, hey,
Brunson.
right. Ian, right before state tournament, let's shave our head and fucking bleach it, right?
How can we shave it and bleach it?
Exactly. You know, I mean, no, they bake it though, just like Oliver.
Yeah.
That shit's just funny. It's funny. It all comes back, man.
Wow.
Congrats to Oliveira. What a great fight. Man's a champ.
Congrats to everyone listening. Let's check the live stream and just see how many people we do have in here.
We have a couple different platforms as well.
Do we?
Yeah, I know we're on Twitter as well as YouTube. I think YouTube's probably going to be our.
Well, we're streaming on YouTube right now.
Yeah, but hey, again, I think just going back to the fight, Charles, incredible. I know he's now defeated with Gaethje, Poirier. Like the list just goes on and on. I think probably the next matchup is obviously, or most likely, going to be Islam. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that.
I agree. I've heard some recent things. Islam might have left though.
What do you mean?
But I think that is next in line. I've heard some rumors that like Islam. Yeah, we'll see. It's probably just rumors. But apparently Islam has not Mekachev. Apparently he has not. We'll see.
He's got I guess he's got like a degree in something.
Ian knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's got some crazy degree in like engineering or something, and he's like, I'm gonna make.
He's considering not fighting again for a minute.
And because he's gonna make like some serious dough in whatever job he's doing. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
but
crazy,
who knows?
bro.
That could be a rumor. So you heard it online.
Exactly like I said. I'm not trying to put it. We'll leave it at that. We'll figure it out as it goes along.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, here, let me just pull up the UFC. Let's look at the rankings, UFC.com.
Just so cool what he does. Like, he lives in Brazil. His team is like his family. And, like, on the weekends, his team will come over. He lives on a farm. They'll do farm work together. They'll grapple. It's just such good camaraderie.
Just such good, humble
beginnings. He was a horse racer. I forget what they call that sport. But, man, he was a jockey. And he's just a humble guy. And he's worked super hard. He was like, 0-3 in the UFC at one point?
Yeah, brother, he was almost cut.
So it just gives hope to anyone out there that's struggling, not only in the fight world, but in life, man. Like, perseverance is real. And like you guys said, you get knocked down, you get back up, and you be a force that is unwreckable. You keep knocking someone down, you keep standing back up. It can break you mentally because it's like, man, I gave him everything I got. He's still coming. So you got to be that. And anything you do, whether that's crypto, Bryce, you really embodied that. We've had so much FUD and MRI since you guys started the token, but you guys just keep delivering, keep coming back, keep bringing new innovation to the coin, new utilities. I mean, you guys have a freaking MRI mansion out there in Arizona. I'm sure the party is going to be insane tonight. You got a YouTube channel where you're interviewing some of the top fighters in the world on a weekly basis that most MMA reporters have spent their whole life doing this, and they're still not getting these big interviews that you guys are getting. So hats off to you guys.
To that point, man.
Everyone's trying to work to get to that point, but you got to persevere. You got to be, and you guys are that. MRI is the coin that keeps people trying to knock it down. Not saying you guys do get knocked down, but people try to knock it down, cheat the price, knock the price down. But you guys keep coming back, delivering, and the crypto space is taking notice. The MMA space is taking notice. It's being more adopted. And you got the biggest company in the world, some of the biggest company in the world, like Crypto.com, copying you guys. So, like we said, Bryce, flattery is the biggest form of, following someone, copying someone is the biggest form of flattery. And you see the biggest company in the world copying you guys. So there's definitely something here, man. And honestly, guys, I'm going to get ready to pass out because it's been a long day. But I appreciate you guys having me on. Brandon, Bryce. What was your name again, brother? I didn't even catch your name.
Oh, Lucas.
Lucas, it's nice to meet you, bro. And guys, you guys want to wrap it up, and or is there any final thoughts from you guys?
The only thing I got to say is Charles Oliveira called out Conor McGregor, so we'll see where that goes.
Get in line, right?
Yeah, my final thoughts is realistically, he called out Conor McGregor, which we all want to do, you know. At my local fight recently, you had the
Conor will
Heinisch
get
guy calling out
slapped.
Conor, and you do that because you want the money. You know, if you fight Conor, you get money. You know, so you can't knock anybody that calls out Conor. You feel me? Long story short, though, being realistic, Islam is kind of out of the realm right now. As far as I know, maybe it's just rumor. Hopefully, it's not. But to me, I'll end it off just being, I think, looking at the rankings right now, actually being on the UFC website. Dustin Poirier, we've already been past there. Gaethje, we just got past that. Islam, I don't think he's going to be anywhere near soon. So to be honest, I think the fight to make is Charles Oliveira versus Benil Darwish. I might be pronouncing the name. Yeah, I might be pronouncing the name wrong. But to be honest, I think that's the fight to make. And then you got Chandler right after that. And after tonight, it's fun to make the Oliveira Chandler fight. But to be real, even being a businessman, being like a father myself, I think we can all agree. I think Darwish, however you pronounce it, is a great opponent for Oliveira. I think it's a great matchup, money fight, and I think if he sidelines Chandler for one more fight, he can make double the money as well as Chandler. So yeah, I think the next matchup is basically Darwish with Oliveira, and then Chandler. That's how I'll end.
Well,
I think it's a pretty solid prediction. Sorry, Bryce, go ahead.
No worries. And I couldn't agree more. I definitely see the potential there. I know he is coming off of an injury, and I believe that's why he had to pull out of his most recent fight, which was scheduled against Islam. But again, we'll see what the UFC odds makers or matchmakers come up with. I know I'm excited. As well, again, it was a phenomenal fight. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you again, Brandon, Ian, Nasrat, and Luke. You know, it was phenomenal to have you guys on today. I think the last thing I want to say before we conclude very shortly is, again, we've done incredible. I know Ian. I can't really follow up Ian after what he said. You know, he basically summarized everything I would say. But I know I'm excited again. For those of you who are still tuned in, we're going to be launching our NFT collection very shortly. More within a matter of weeks. Once we figure out how exactly we want to distribute it and stuff. So again, stay tuned. You can get a little sneak peek by looking at my profile picture right now. As well, again, thank you for tuning in for the Fighter Companion. It was phenomenal again to be on with these amazing athletes, as well as just people who are very supportive of MRI. You know, I'm glad to be able to share this moment with the community. But yes, I think that's all I really have to say. It was an honor. And so whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, I'm gonna pass out too. So I appreciate you guys coming hanging out. I enjoyed talking fights with Joe. Bryce, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Benil Dariush against Charles Oliveira for the next fight, and then we'll have Conor McGregor against Michael Chandler. There you go.
Bam.
Shout out to Mick and Sean. Just did your job. Just kidding, but for real.
Hey, we'll sponsor those fights as well.
Absolutely. And super excited for the NFTs to come out, Bryce. I know the utilities are probably going to be insane, including some fine fighter fan experiences. Because I mean, why not? That is the perfect utility that people would love to buy into that. And also something big me and Bryce and Simon have been talking about, something on the sideline. Hopefully it comes to fruition. I don't want to say too much about it, but it does involve our favorite commentator. So that's all I'm going to say. And
secure the alpha.
Yep. And hope you guys have a great night, and we'll talk soon.
Oh my gosh, you got me. So I'm supposed to be going to bed. You got me pumped up again.
MRI, the 1 billion. I'll leave it at this. I always said 1 billion, but 1 billion is fun. I'll see you guys at 10 billion. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Again, thank you, everyone. I hope you have a good night. But yes, thank you for tuning in, and take care. We'll see you guys sometime next week on our Twitter Spaces.